Alright guys, so today we're doing things differently. I thought I would talk about electrolytes, but kind of this is the mood I'm in right now. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my journey doing keto for 12 years at the age of 52. And it has been epic. But one of the things that I realize is a problem is not the thyroid or your adrenals or your red blood cells or the ability to get enough glucose or to even have a lot of power endurance wise. No, it's none of that. The thing that you have to consider the most is your electrolytes. So magnesium potassium balance is like so important. I like to use magnesium. So I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, but this is a transdermal magnesium. Now it absorbs very quickly into the bloodstream, but you don't get a lot of it. So I recommend for you guys to do a supplemental glycinate. Oops, here we've got a glycinate. Booyaka. And there goes your metabolism. Magnesium, or your metabolism. The magnesium itself is, I can't express how important it is for your central nervous system. And for you women who are hot flashing, calm down the adrenals and the central nervous system with magnesium. It's really important because a lot of the consultations I do, people are not eating enough mineral rich foods or even foods with magnesium, but especially they're not taking their supplements. So I don't really recommend supplements, but magnesium is very hard to get from food. Now, potassium. Yes, I am doing mostly carnivore now. I did it for 9 months, and every once in a while, I ate avocado. So I had this half last night. I have not had avocado in about 3 weeks, but it's nice to get your potassium up through avocado. If you don't have a latex allergy, now if you do, a really good solution for potassium is red meat. This is lamb, but this is fattier cut of lamb. But if you get a leaner cut of red meat and do a meat broth, in that water, you're going to have a good amount of potassium. Now we also have organ meats like liver and also bone marrow if you don't have a glutamate sensitivity. Now sodium is easy, right? Get this here. We've got 2 types. We've got the Celtic, right, the gray salt, and we've got the Redmond's real salt, or you got the Himalayan Pakistani salt. So that's what I want to talk about today, is just how important it is to get in your electrolytes and water, at least 2 liters a day. And you have to sip it throughout the day, because getting up and drinking, people are like, oh, I drink a half a liter. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. We wouldn't do that in nature unless we were really thirsty. You have to sip on it slowly. It takes about 45 minutes for that water to get into the cell. So pre-workout, start drinking water before and not during, because that's not hydrating the body. You're probably most hydrated when you go home from the gym, and that's not helping you guys. So 12 years, age of 52, the most important, I think, that you have to really be worried about is not your cholesterol or your thyroid or your adrenals or your sex hormones or your hair falling out. Because if you learn about what your current health is, or your gallbladder or your gut lining, you can use keto to heal those things. And that's why I'm doing a series of all these videos. Yes, it's your electrolytes. Super important. The sodium potassium balance is critical, and you also need that magnesium and potassium, because people are experiencing benign heart palps, muscle cramps, they can't sleep, they can't poop on keto because they don't get in their magnesium, potassium. I love this brand, actually. It doesn't sting when you put it on. So sometimes you see in videos I'm glistening on the arms, but yeah. Love this one. I'm not a brand pusher, but this one's really great. It's got 3 types of magnesium instead of magnesium chloride. For the potassium supplement, to be very careful. Potassium chloride's a bit rough on those kidneys. Potassium citrate is better, especially for those who've got stones in their biliary system. And now I gotta go to the gym and get my gym on. And yeah, love keto, spread the word. You don't have to do it. I also do low carb, high fat, which is still carb dependent, just lower carb, higher in fat, not ketogenic fat. And also keto carnivore, where I teach you guys how to get the right macros in. Now, I watched this podcast with Rob Wolf, who I love, saying that maybe that you could use eating a lot of meat to get enough glucose to be more of an endurance athlete. But I think that's because people just don't know that you can have a ton of explosive, hardcore energy doing keto, just standard keto, clean, strict, but keto carnivore or keto. No, he was saying that carnivore was better than keto. I was like, no, it's not. It has to be keto carnivore. And the reason why a lot of people don't have the proper data is because people are still eating a lot of carbs, calling themselves in ketosis. People are still not clean, and they're not getting the right electrolytes in. And on that note, I've got to go. Deuces. Yes, if you want a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com, because this is where you and I connect. I also run a keto course. That's also through stephanieperson.com. What else? Yeah, my Facebook is Stephanie the Business Person, as the body business, and then Stephanie Ketogenic for my Instagram. Push the notification bell, subscribe, and tell me what subjects you want me to talk about. Now I gotta go, because this peaceful Zen Stephanie is gonna hit it hard.